أما بعد فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم واعتصموا بحبل الله جميعا ولا تفرقوا وقال النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم يد الله على الجماعة أو كما قال عليه الصلاة والسلام. My respected teachers, honorable guests, and my dear fellows, today I would like to shed light on the topic, the future of a nation lies in the hands of its youth. Dear audience, once our great Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah was passing through one of the streets of Mumbai. Those were the days of Pakistan movement. He saw a Muslim child of 9 or 10 fall on the ground. The Muslim child began to weep bitterly at the sight of the drops of his own blood. The great Quaid-e-Azam went up to him and advised him to stop weeping, as a Muslim child was not expected to be scared of blood. The boy didn't know the Quaid-e-Azam and he said, "Dear uncle, you know what? I'm not weeping for the pain, but I feel I weep for the waste of the blood which I had reserved for Pakistan." Then the Quaid is reported to have said, "On that day, I became fully convinced that there is no power on the earth could stop the creation of Pakistan." I ask, what greater evidence is still required to prove that the future of a country lies in the hands of its youth? Dear listeners, it is rightly said that the child is the father of man, and it is not a poetic exaggeration. It is the crux of matter. It implies that it is only young people who are architects of the fate of a nation. History is replete with examples. I ask, who were the followers of the prophets of the Old and New Testament? They were essentially the young men of the society. I ask again, who were the companions of our Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam? Let me tell you, sir, they were undoubtedly the young men of the time. Was not Hazrat Jafar Tayyar sent to Abyssinia as the leader of the emigrants? He was definitely a young man who was sent to Medina for the mobilization of the Muslims before Hijrah. It was Hazrat Mus'ab bin Umair, a boy in the prime of his youth, above all, who killed Abu Jahl, the leader of the Quraysh. They were indeed the innocent boys in their early teens. Dear Pakistanis, let me wind up with another historic achievement of a young man. Not long ago, a great official building was on a fire in a busy market of Lahore. All the efforts to put out the fire had utterly failed. Even the national flag was in danger of catching fire. Many old and experienced people had gathered there, proposing this and suggesting that it was a young Pakistanis who fearlessly entered burning building and hurried up to the top floor and came back through the flames with the national flag without even a sign to symbol of our national honor and prestige. As long as we have such valiant and patriotic youth in our society, finally, I want to say, oh my dear flag, oh my dear pure land, oh my dear motherland, we will lay down our lives and our wealth, and we will shed our blood for you. This is the jewel of freedom, the bright homeland, and we will decorate your whole body. وَمَا عَلَيْنَا إِلَّا الْبَلَاغُ الْمُبِينُ.